Hello everyone, I'm Storm Tracker AT meteorologist Austin Haskins. We've had some really pleasant weather around the last couple of days, and that trend is going to continue over the next few days. It's going to be comfortable with seasonable to slightly below average temperatures, and those dew points remaining pretty low as well, down in the 50s. And we'll just have some clouds around for today and Thursday, a little bit more widespread coverage in that cloud cover. So at times it may be a little bit cloudier than other times, but for the most part, we're going to stay mostly on the dry side. There is a slight chance Thursday night, especially late Thursday night after midnight into Friday and even into Friday evening, we could have a little bit of some shower and thunderstorm activity around, but it is looking to be very light and isolated in nature at the present time. There's going to be a system coming in out of the Dakotas, but it'll be weakening as it gets closer to our region. But then the story from Saturday into at least early next week is going to be the hot and steamy weather returning to western Wisconsin, and rain chances are looking to be pretty minimal as well. So with that being around, I'm not going to see much relief, any rain or anything to cool us off. So we'll talk about that here in just a minute. So today we'll have a mixture of clouds and sunshine around, a little more sunshine expected to the east and northeast. Other solutions are showing a little bit more sunshine in the afternoon, but overall partly to mostly cloudy skies, maybe some spots even getting a little bit on the cloudier side for the afternoon and evening hours. There's a very low end chance if you're along and west of Highway 63 of seeing a sprinkle or a shower this afternoon and evening, but the better rain coverage is going to be out in parts of central and southern and western Minnesota. So the rain will stay mostly out there. Partly to mostly cloudy skies for tonight, and then we'll see partly cloudy to at times mostly sunny in the afternoon tomorrow, mostly clear to partly cloudy tomorrow night, and then a mix of clouds and sun into the day Thursday. Then, as I mentioned, Thursday night into early Friday morning. So here's midnight Thursday night. You can see a few showers and storms just off to our west and northwest, and a few of those try to sneak in here into Friday morning, and that'll continue kind of isolated off and on in nature during the day Friday into Friday evening. Again, that system coming in from the Dakotas will be weakening as it gets here. Now, you can see rain chances during that time is about 20%. So pretty low in nature, and all the other times it is about 10% or less. So no meaningful rain in the forecast expected at least over the next week or so. But the story then will be turning to the hot and steamy weather returning for the weekend. You can see this model we're looking at here as highs mostly mid to upper 70s the next few days. The dew points do start to inch their way up. By Friday, we're up around 60, so not overly humid, but it does really jump up into the weekend and early next week with dew points 65 to 70, maybe even a little bit higher. This is projecting highs in the mid to upper 80s and the heat index upper 80s to low 90s. Now, here's the European model. This one's going a little more aggressive, especially for not so much Saturday, but really Sunday into Monday. They're showing highs around 91 Sunday, 93 Monday, and dew points in the mid 70s, which in return would project those dew points or the feels like temperature into the triple digits. Now, I don't think it's going to get that high with the feels like and that high with the dew points. What I'm looking at right now with all the data from what I looked at this morning, looking at highs upper 80s to low 90s, dew points around 70, so that would make the heat index more so about that 95 to 98 degree range. But this would be kind of on the higher end, if you will. So something to kind of monitor as we get closer to the weekend. So again, the key takeaways for the weekend right now, heat levels are kind of ticking their way up, mid to upper 80s Saturday through Tuesday, potential for low 90s Sunday and Monday, turning very humid, the dew points 65 to 70, and again, higher at times, and the heat index likely well into the 90s, and depending on how high the dew points get and how hot it gets, that feels like temperature, heat index value could maybe get close to triple digits in a few locations. So that's something that we'll watch as we get a little bit closer in time. But again, just be sure to use caution if you're going to be outdoors. Of course, drinking plenty of water, taking breaks in the shade, and of course, those other heat safety tips that we have talked about before. And I'll mention those again coming up later this week. But enjoy the next couple of days if you like the cooler weather, at least highs mid to upper 70s to near 80. Again, that slight chance for showers and storms Friday, and then 87 Saturday, 91 Sunday, and 90 on Monday, with lows in the upper 60s to near 70.